40 wild boars in Morocco were taken down in just 3 hours. You heard that right. What exactly happened to them? Follow us to find out. Today, my hunting group and I headed to Morocco for a new challenge, hunting wild boars. Hunting wild boars here is legal and even encouraged by the government. That's why, during hunting season, many professional groups like ours come here to experience the thrill and break our previous records. After 4 hours of driving on dusty dirt roads, we finally arrived in Morocco. Unlike other places, hunting wild boars here does not require special permits as they are considered agricultural pests. With a clear plan laid out, we began our search for targets. About 10 minutes later, the first prey appeared. I quickly took it down with a single decisive shot. Luck was on our side again when a wild boar appeared at the foot of the mountain. The group got excited and immediately launched an attack. I chose the perfect shooting angle, held the gun steady, and pulled the trigger confidently. However, the boar moved quickly and kept changing directions. It took several shots before I finally brought down the vicious creature. Continuing the hunt, we moved to the mountain peak. There, I spotted a wild boar dashing across my path. Without hesitation, I fired. Despite being wounded, the boar still tried to escape. I chased after it immediately and fired another shot, bringing it down completely. We positioned hunters and our elite hunting dogs across all key locations. So, whenever wild boars appeared, they stood no chance of escaping our line of fire. Thanks to smart tactics, many wild boars were eliminated. From the top of the mountain, my eyes caught sight of a wild boar fleeing from the chasing dogs. I quickly got into position, gently raised my gun, and fired the moment I had a clear shot. With the sound of the shot, the dark figure immediately collapsed, motionless. Not far from the bushes, our clever dogs seemed to have caught a scent. They quickly launched their attack. Just a few firm shots from the barrel, and wild boars dropped to the ground, writhing in pain. The dogs rushed in, pinning down and finishing off the fierce beasts. No time to rest. Another echo of gunfire snapped me back into action. A dark shape charged down, but was immediately stopped by a veteran shooter like me. 3 loud gunshots rang out, ending the prey's escape once and for all. Following the barking of our hounds, we pushed through thick foliage and descended the mountainside. The dogs seemed to have picked up a strong scent and barked furiously. With the prey right in front of us, my friend held his breath, calmly pulled the trigger. At such close range, the brutal beast stood no chance. The next day, our phone notified us of a massive herd of wild boars in a nearby area. We decided to head there by car. It was a vast orchard where we planned a large-scale ambush. Suddenly, wild boars burst out of the bushes, charging across the road while being fiercely chased by our dogs. We kept loading and firing non-stop. Some of them ran incredibly fast, but most couldn't escape our scopes. After dealing with the boars in the orchard, we returned to the mountain area from the previous day to continue our mission. With a larger group and a clearer strategy, we were confident this would be a successful hunt. The entire herd panicked and scattered in all directions. Everything happened fast and fiercely. They kept growling and charging. We stayed fully focused, eyes locked on our moving targets. Gun barrels aimed and ready. The sound of gunfire echoed relentlessly as one by one, the wild boars fell. We brought our trophies back and took a break in the car, sharing our excitement from the hunt while enjoying Morocco's majestic scenery. Morocco, a beautiful land with dramatic hunts. We'll likely return next hunting season to break today's record. What did you think about our hunt? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our next adventures. Have you ever wondered how thrilling it would be to hunt wild boars with a bow and arrow? No deafening gunfire, no long-range advantage, just me, my bow, and a massive beast lurking deep in the forest. This time, I'm facing the largest wild boar I've ever encountered, a true giant with razor-sharp tusks and a thick, rugged coat. A single mistake, and I could become the hunted instead of the hunter. But can just one arrow be enough to take down this formidable beast? Watch until the very last second. This is going to be a heart-pounding battle for survival. Wild boars belong to the Suidae family and are widely distributed across Europe, Asia, North Africa, and North America. They are the ancestors of domesticated pigs and are known for their remarkable ability to survive in the wild. Not only do they thrive in forests and vast fields, but they can also inhabit swamps. Boars are excellent swimmers and often wade through shallow waters to bathe in mud, cooling their bodies while protecting themselves from parasites. These swampy areas provide an abundant food source, including roots, tubers, insects, frogs, fish, and carrion. Dense swamps serve as an ideal hiding place, shielding them from human activity and predators like wolves and bears. However, their excessive reproduction has led to severe ecological damage. We couldn't just stand by and watch, we had to take action immediately. As sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, we embarked on a challenging hunt, this time armed with bows instead of firearms. Following faint tracks imprinted in the soft mud, we spotted a large, healthy boar, weighing around 80 kilograms, foraging obliviously. This was our chance. My partner tightened his grip on the bow. The arrow was in position, only waiting for the perfect moment. Suddenly, the boar sensed something. It raised its head, eyes glinting with suspicion, and then bolted like a whirlwind. The first shot missed. Damn it, it escaped. We continued tracking, determined to seize another opportunity. Patience, that was the key to victory in this battle between man and nature. And after a nerve-wracking pursuit, the beast finally fell. Our hunt didn't stop there. Over the next 2 hours, we secured several more successful kills. Venturing deeper into the swamp, the muddy terrain made maneuvering difficult, especially with a bow. We positioned ourselves high in the trees for better concealment and a perfect vantage point. Below, an automatic feeder had been set up, acting as the perfect bait to lure in unsuspecting wild boars. As expected, it didn't take long before an entire herd arrived, drawn by the scent of food. They rustled through the mud, eagerly searching for scattered corn. I quietly raised my bow, aiming for the largest and strongest one in the group. My focus sharpened as I prepared for the decisive shot. The first arrow flew, but missed. The entire herd panicked and scattered. The dominant boar, the strongest of them all, vanished into the dense brush. Luckily, the smaller ones hadn't gone far. The lingering scent of food tempted them back. This was our second chance. I pulled back the bowstring, eyes locked onto my target, and released. But no, another miss. Frustration surged through me, but I reminded myself, bow hunting has never been easy. Determined to redeem ourselves, we set out again the next day, ready for another thrilling chase. And there they were, for wild boars, a promising target. This time, our meticulous preparation gave us the upper hand. I took a deep breath, drew back my bowstring, and took aim. The arrow shot like lightning, striking the boar dead center. It crashed violently before collapsing. A surge of triumph coursed through me. The tension and anticipation melted away, replaced by sheer exhilaration. The morning sun cast golden beams over the vast swamp, painting the scene with a raw, untamed beauty. The air was crisp, carrying the earthy scent of damp soil. I locked onto my target, a massive boar digging through the dirt, completely unaware of the danger looming. To maximize our chances, we waded into the swamp, mud sucking at our boots as we moved closer. But the boar, cunning as ever, suddenly changed direction, forcing us to quicken our pace. My heart pounded with every step. Then, a moment of truth. I cut ahead, blocking its path. My grip tightened on the bow, my breath steady. There was no room for hesitation. I aimed at its weak spot and let the arrow fly. A perfect shot. The beast fell instantly. Our specialized vehicle rumbled through the muddy terrain, bringing us deeper into hunting grounds. Without delay, the team set up bait and prepared for an intense showdown. After over an hour of patient waiting, the first boar appeared, moving cautiously toward the trap. Peering through binoculars, we spotted an entire herd following its trail, closing in. My pulse quickened as I gripped my bow, pulling the string back to full draw. The arrow whistled through the air, striking true. Got it. But the hunt wasn't over. Seizing the opportunity, we continued claiming our prizes. Tonight would be a true feast. In the end, a single precise arrow was all it took to bring down the colossal wild boar in an instant. This hunt was both thrilling and exhausting, but we were proud of what we accomplished. Our relentless efforts played a crucial role in managing this destructive wild species. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.